Hi everyone, Sneakmaster here with a brief game review. I like to give a quick review of games by small developers every so often that I find fun. This review is on the indie game Necess, created in 2019 by Mads Skovgaard. He started as a solo developer and built his own engine for the game. Necess is a fantasy open-world survival game with top-view simplistic graphics, sort of like a mix between RimWorld and Terraria. The player controls his own character. You mine and harvest resources to build buildings, furniture, weapons, food, and other items. You can make your own settlements on many islands in the world. You can then hire NPCs in other villages to work in the settlements, defending it, growing crops, harvesting, trading items, and food. On top of that, you can also invite friends to play in your games in co-op. Gameplay seems simple at first, but there is a lot to the game. You set up how your character looks and choose the difficulty. You move around with the WASD keys, WASD, and use the mouse to interact with objects. Your character has different clothing and armor that they can wear, as well as magical trinkets that give special abilities. There are many different types of weapons such as swords, clubs, bows, throwing stars, magic wands, and even guns, each made of different materials. Plus you can throw bombs to blow up areas too. Magic items use mana that slowly replenishes on its own. You can use potions to provide special effects, healing, or other abilities. Combat and movement is in real time, and dodging missile fire by hiding behind objects is important to your health. On the colony side, random NPCs can stop by, and you can buy or sell from them, or hire them if you have the money. You can also hire them in villages and sometimes just wandering around islands or dungeons. NPCs you hire require enough food, weapons, and armor for them. You have to keep your NPCs happy, so make sure they have comfortable rooms with beds and decorations, plus varieties of foods. You can also start with an elder for each colony that helps defend against monsters or baddies, plus he can give you quests. You can order your settlement NPCs to perform whatever skills they have abilities for. Some can farm, or cook, or fish, or hunt, or things like that, and almost all can carry items and fight to a degree. So it's important to determine the skills of each NPC when you hire them. You can have more than one colony, but each one after the first is expensive to start. You will have to defend against raiders every so often. You will get a warning that they are gathering near your base and then they will attack. You also get zombies or other monsters that will attack your colony at night. Some zombies and monsters have ranged attacks or crawl quickly. Some can fly, like vampires. You can explore caves for loot and minerals, but there will be many monsters there depending on the biome. There's the usual zombies of different types, as well as vampires, ice dwarves, goblins, giant spiders, and other stuff. There are also dungeons to explore too, with better loot but tougher baddies. There's also big bosses to defeat that will grant you special loot and also unlock other NPCs that you can hire. To get around the world, you can walk, swim, or build a boat. When traveling out of your map square, you can choose where you want to travel to. Using a boat is faster than swimming, especially for exploring. You can also teleport back to the bed in your colonies using teleport scrolls. You can find map pieces that you can assemble to make maps of the surrounding islands or hints of villages, pirates, or dungeons. You can plant and harvest crops for food or crafting. You can hunt animals like ducks or frogs for food, or farm animals such as sheep or cows for milk, meat, or wool. There is a day and night cycle which goes fast, similar to Minecraft. As mentioned earlier, monsters will come out at night. There are different biomes on the islands, temperate, snowy, or desert biomes, each with their own plants and creatures. Your character has no levels or skills, but some abilities like health that can be improved by certain items. Depending on the settings you choose, dying can drop some or all of your inventory. You can also increase your defense or offensive abilities with weapons and armor made from certain materials. Wood is the weakest, then copper, gold, iron, and then there's some demonic ore that you can use for magical items. There's also leather and other things too. You can also enchant weapons, trinkets, and armor with the help of a local mage. You can find different ores and materials in different environments. For example, iron will be found in caves, while sand is around beaches or deserts. For multiplayer, the person running the map is the host and can invite others through Steam. You can also create parties in-game for both your NPCs as well as other players. You can even set up PvP on your server as well, if you want players to be able to fight each other. NPCs on your team will follow you around and fight monsters with you. You can also set up their equipment as well as any common food or potion items the team can use. If a settler NPC dies, whether they are in a party or not, they will stay dead and drop their gear. Another random NPC with the same skills then has a high chance of showing up at your settlement quickly, so you can hire them. Now, the game is very fun, but keep in mind it's still sort of early access. It still has occasional bugs, but nothing too serious. The developer is also still tweaking a few game mechanics. The simplistic graphics may not interest some people, but one benefit is that it'll run on very low-end hardware, so you don't need a super beefy computer for this one. It just has to handle OpenGL decently. This is not a blockbuster game, but is good for many hours of fun. The price is normally $9.99 but is on sale right now for about $3.99 or $4.99 on certain sites, like Steam. So check it out if you like the fantasy open world games. Alright, that is my brief review of the Necess game. I hope you enjoyed the game and check it out. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. You can use my referral code if you decide to jump into Star Citizen and you'll get 5,000 extra in-game credits. Here's a big thank you to my current patrons. Please check out my Patreon membership to help me make more videos. All patrons and members will have their names listed at the end of my videos and get access to my Discord channel. Patrons and members also have first pick on the next item I'll cover, so feel free to sign up and let me know what you'd like to see next. Okay, catch you all next time.